Hey guys, it's Sarah and welcome back to a new video, and today I'm starting off the video with my bare face. I am doing a makeup product comparison review today, so I have my brows and my lips all prepped and done, so I can just focus on the base products that I'll be comparing today. So the products today that I'll be reviewing are from Maybelline Philippines. I was going to say PH, but these are the Super BB creams in both the Super Cover and Fresh Matte formulas. So I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison review and just let you guys know what I think about it, because if you watch my videos, I do love Maybelline Philippine makeup products. So I've had the Super Cover BB cream for quite some time now, and a few months back I got my hands on the Fresh Matte. So this was really interesting. They're both very different, so it's going to be fun showing these guys how the two compare with each other. So let's get started. So the only thing I have in my skin is the COSRX Oil-Free Ultra Moisturizing Lotion. So I don't know how my camera is going to pick up my skin. It's going to look a lot more different from how it looks in person, but my lower half of my face has broken out in the past week, so I do have a lot of blemish scars. So this side requires a lot more coverage, so I'll be using the the Super Cover. I just combined both of the names together. I'll be using the Super Cover on this side and the Fresh Matte on this side. So starting off with the Super Cover, I got the shade number 2 medium. There only seems to be 2 shades available, so I went for the darkest, or the second shade you can say. So the Super Cover contains SPF 50, and I don't know if you guys have seen my previous Maybelline video where I did kind of show you guys how this works. I wasn't too fond of how the white cast was so reflective, not reflective, but you can definitely see how the SPF affected the overall complexion. But other than that, the BB cream is quite high in coverage for a BB formula. It's a 81 benefit that has ultra covering minerals, offering high yet refined coverage for a flawless bare skin look. So the 8 benefits is perfectly covers imperfections, hide pores, all day wear, blocks UV rays with SPF 50, protects skin from pollution, brightens skin, smooth skin, even skin tones. So for the application of this, they do recommend for you to use your fingertips to warm the BB cream, apply it in small dots, and then spread it out with your fingers. But I have a tint stain on my finger, but I personally do not like using my fingers, especially with BB creams. I just find it really messy, so I'm going to do it differently today. I'm just going to use a brush from Real Techniques. Since I'm only doing half of my face, I don't really need a lot, so I'll just start off with this for now. Okay, so I'll use my fingers to dot the product on, but I'll use the brush to blend it out, especially focusing on the areas that need more coverage. For the nose, I don't know how that's gonna work. I'm going to do the under eyes a little bit later, so for now I'm just going to blend this out and kind of buff it in first. I kind of need to create that invisible line. And excuse my hair for now, I still haven't straightened it, so you're just gonna have to deal with my crusty hair. Since I done my brows earlier, I need to be careful of that. So this is one layer on my face. I'm going to use a smaller also around my brows, just being a little bit more detailed on the sides of my nose. So from one layer, I can definitely see the product and what it claims to do with brightening the skin, adding coverage. I do kind of feel like I look a little bit washed out thanks to the SPF. This is the darkest shade available for this BB cream, which is medium, but honestly it feels like it's a little bit more lighter than that, and because it has the SPF as well, it really doesn't seem like it matches my skin tone. But I think as it was set, it does kind of oxidize a bit, so that's one thing you should keep in mind. Now I'm just going to use the leftover and try to conceal specifically more towards my blemishes. And by itself, the BB cream doesn't seem to crease too much in my under eyes, but when I do use this with concealer, it creases a lot, but by itself it's handling quite well, so I think that's one thing I should note as well. The BB cream is slightly clinging onto dry patches here, so now I'm going to move on to the Fresh Matte Super BB Cream, which is a water, essence, and mineral powder BB formula. So not only does it, keep your skin looking fresh and matte, it also provides hydration for the skin, so to provide long-lasting application. And the 8 benefits in this BB cream is flawless matte cover, skin feels fresh and hydrated all day wear, sweat proof, sebum proof, humidity proof, lightweight, non-greasy feel, brightens skin, gives a healthy complexion, protects from UV rays with SPF 21. So this SPF in this formula is a lot more lower than the Super BB, which is 50, and smooths and soothes skin and evens complexion. I think that's what it says. Yeah. Right off the bat, you can definitely see a shade difference. Surprisingly, they both have the same number of shades to choose from each BB cream, which is 1 and 2. I both got the second shades, but they're both different. So this one is Fresh Matte is natural and Super Cover is number 2 medium. So it doesn't really match, but you can definitely see a big difference. I'm going to use a different brush just for the video purpose, and using my finger, I'll be using my index finger this time. I'm just going to do the same. You can see how it matches my skin tone a lot more better. And in terms of consistency, this is a lot more thin. Since this is water-based, it definitely blends out a lot more smoother and quicker. They also recommend to use your fingers for this BB cream, but again, I'm not really a big fan of that. You kind of have to work fast with this because it is a matte formula. Once this sets, it's set, so you either have to work in sections or just buff really quickly. So I'm going to use my brush again. You actually use a little bit more of this BB cream than the Super Cover one, just since it's more thin, you end up using a lot more. I'm just going to use the same small detailed brush and kind of get here in between the brows and this line and on the nose. And that's basically one layer of the application. I'm just going to use the leftover and try and conceal the blemishes. The more you blend out the BB cream, the more it clings. So I would definitely recommend using a primer before actually using this, rather than using it by itself. I just feel like it clings a little bit more onto certain areas that you might not want to emphasize, like your pores or like dry patches. So definitely moisturize and prime prior. For me right now, my skin is dry, so other than moisturizer, I do need to prime my skin for more I guess, a more better application, but far away you can't really tell. But then again, if you were to see me in person, it does cling quite a bit. In terms of coverage, honestly, it's not my cup of tea. I do kind of prefer a little bit more coverage. For today's video, I will not conceal my dark circles or my blemishes. I'm just going to leave them how they are. I am going to quickly add some contour and blush and some eye makeup, and I'll get back to the rest of the video for you guys, so stay tuned for that. So I'm back. It kind of took a little bit more longer than expected. I think it took me like 45 minutes, so the BB cream has definitely set, and I also straightened my hair. And for the rest of my face, I didn't set the BB creams with powder, only the eyelids before I applied some light wash of eyeshadow. But I used a cream contour and my favorite Maybelline V-Face blush in brown. I have that, and I just have, oh, surprisingly, majority of the products I use today are from Maybelline Philippines. I use the Hyper Ink Liquid Liner from Maybelline. I think this is kind of new. I have that. I don't know if it's even. My eyelids are uneven, so whenever I apply my eyeliner, it doesn't look even, so hopefully it looks okay on camera. And on the mascara, I have the Hyper Curl. Now, to conclude this comparison review, I can definitely see differences. The Super Cover, which is this side, the pink BB cream, as it sets and it kind of settles into your skin within the 1 hour limit, it actually settles really nice, and from here I can definitely see the whole mineral filter that it provides, so it kind of blurs out my complexion and makes it look a lot more even and smooth compared to the other side. Creasing without any concealer layered on it, it creases less, so that's actually really interesting because I'm so used to using under eye concealer, so I always just thought it creases too much with the BB cream on, but by itself it's actually not that bad. Coverage, it is very decent. It's not full, but for a BB cream it is quite good, and for an everyday use it is nice as well. I did mention that it has SPF 50 in the formula, which is quite brightening at first, but as it oxidizes and it settles into your skin, it naturally starts to blend out nicely, and the match isn't too bad compared to my natural skin tone. It still does provide a brightening effect to my skin as it oxidizes, so this side looks a lot more brighter than the opposite side, and I actually like it. This is the first time in a while where I've actually seen how the BB cream works, so I'm actually really impressed. As for the Fresh Matte, which is this side, instantly sets as you blend it out. Like I mentioned in the application process, it is a lot more watery in consistency, so it's very thin, but there is medium coverage still. Yeah, it's not bad, and I like how I don't have to set this with powder at all because it is matte. Overall, it maintains a matte kind of finish compared to this side. In terms of pores, yeah, it's a lot more visible on this side compared to the Super Cover, but this is, I mean, it does mention that it smooths the skin and evens out the complexion, but nothing to do with any pore blurring or anything, so that's okay. It does what it claims to do. If you do need, you know, extra coverage, I'd say conceal underneath before you apply the BB cream. And I don't know, I just love how lightweight it is. I think this is something that's perfect for summer. I think for winter time, this is perfect because it adds, you know, it has minerals, so it's still hydrating and it's not over drying in the skin. And it is a little bit lighter, so it works perfectly for me in wintertime, but in the summertime I would suggest the Fresh Matte, which is a more water essence based. It kind of matched pretty well as it settled in within the past almost hour. Overall, this is really good. I'm actually really impressed with both of them. Just when I was going to favor one over the other, both actually seem quite impressive. So I guess it's really depending on your preference of what you would choose. I know these are available in Philippines. I don't know about anywhere else. Also, I do have a quick little shameless plug-in. I started blogging again. I know I mentioned that I was going to start Twitter and like start my Instagram, which I still use. No, I don't use, but it's still available. But I decided to start blogging again after 2 years. I deleted my old blog because I thought I was done with it. I just wanted to focus all my reviews on my channel, but I decided to blog again because I don't know, I feel like when I type my reviews, it's a lot more informative. So feel free to check that out, help me out and support me. And I'm like trying to do catch-up blog posts there, so you'll see reviews of products that I've already done on my channel, but starting from next month it will start being the same as my new upload, so stay tuned for that. This will be featured on my blog as well, and I think that's it. Don't forget to check the links down below if you want to know more about these products. And I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!